next district governor. Way to go, Randy. See, that's the key thing, and that's one of the things we forget is to press the you know, record button, so we're good. Okay, so welcome to Rotary is basically our district and Rotary wide overview of what Rotary is, who we are, what we do with people, and so no, we're good right now. I'm gonna turn it over to Nancy to give you the official district governor welcome, and then we're gonna turn it over to Randy, and Randy, Tina, and Nathan will run the show today. So here's Nancy.
So hang in there a little bit, Benson.
Okay.
So I make sure I get the slides up correctly and everything before you disappear to your meeting.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and say welcome. I've said a few welcomes though, but I got to tell you, in my 38 years in Rotary, it's really one of the best decisions I ever did. First, it was an excellent decision for my business and helped me make more money and be more successful and be a better person in my community. And now with Rotary, I'm able to really focus and pay back my community, both in my hometown, in my state, and then worldwide. So I think Rotary is really one of the best things we can do. And it's a great thing to do. The camaraderie and the support of our fellow members is really amazing when you look back at when you need help in your life, your Rotarian members and friends are there for you. And so you've got that kind of camaraderie and why you can do service for your community. So makes us all happier and healthier people. So join Rotary, get friends to join Rotary, stay in Rotary, and grow in Rotary. Thank you.
Okay, Randy, you ready to roll?
Well, I have to. When do I make Nathan and Tina co-host on their part?
I can do it for you right now.
Okay, awesome.
Yep, I can do that for you right now.
And then I need to bring up the slideshow, correct?
Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, let's see. Oh, see, Naomi took herself off. So Naomi took herself off as a co-host so that I'm on her computer, so I can't do it. So you have to do it. Do you know how to do that, Randy? I mean, actually, you don't really need to make them co-host because it's already set up to share screen anyway, so they can share screen.
Okay, and then whenever I bring up the slides, everybody sees the slides, right?
Yep. So you see that share button down at the bottom where it says share? At the bottom, there's a green button with the arrow going up.
Yep.
Well, if you hit that, and then your screens will come up. Then you choose the one you want. You say share with everybody, and that slide deck will come up.
All right. Okay.
All righty.
All right. Slide deck is up.
Oh, nope. It says it's just showing your email. So you gotta pick one of the other screens.
Well, I thought I hit.
So go back. I mean, stop the sharing, Randy, and then go back in again, and then go back in again. So when you hit share, the different screens will come up with what you want, and then you just choose the one that has your slide deck on it, and you hit share, and it'll come up.
Okay, so that's what I did last time. Let's see if it still doesn't work.
Yep. Well, hang on, it's coming up.
Oh, if you'd rather, Randy, I have the same deck. I can share it and just run through the slides.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and bring the deck up, Nathan, and then you can be the one who advances it.
Okay.
And then Randy can just there we go.
Well, that was pretty easy, Nathan.
Yeah. It's pretty easy when you know how to do it. So, hey, no worries, man. You know, in Rotary, all that matters is that somebody's got it. So no worries.
That's right.
Okay. I'm gonna leave you guys to it, Randy. So you guys have some fun today. And we'll get you guys a new district governor before the end of the day. How's that?
All right.
All right.
Sounds good.
See you guys
You got
later.
the hard work. I got the easy work. Well, unless I'm trying to operate Zoom, and then it doesn't become so easy, but that's okay. So Good morning, everybody. You know, I appreciate folks showing up for the meeting this morning. Kind of introduce Rotary in a little more detail than maybe you've seen it in the past. And even for folks that have been in Rotary for a while, you know, a lot of what we covered this morning is just a good refresher. Like past District Governor Roz there, you know, she could do this blindfolded, but I think she's tuning in just to see if I know what I'm doing. So, but anyway, you know, welcome. You know, Vincent mentioned that briefly. Normally, him and Naomi do this, and they've been doing it forever, and they do a fantastic job. So, but this morning also is whenever the district gathers to select the next person in line to become district governor. Normally, I would be at that meeting also, but we have someone from my club that's applying also, so I can't sit on the selection committee. But both Benson, Nancy, and Naomi are all at there in Honolulu at the airport, going through the process of selecting our next district governor. So last minute, they asked me, because I couldn't be there, if I could do this presentation. Then as I said, okay, then I quickly recruited Nathan and Tina to join me in this endeavor. And just you know, a shout out to Tina and Nathan. Both are obviously very good friends of mine, but they're also coming from very, very successful clubs. So I thought it'd be great to hear from Tina and Nathan. So welcome to Rotary. Can we do the next slide, Nathan? You know, Rotary's vision statement, I think most of us have seen it before. Together, we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities, in ourselves. That vision statement's been around a while, very, very effective. It hits home on what we're all about in Rotary. Can you do the next one, Nathan? Our core values in Rotary, couple of, you know, integrity, diversity, service, leadership, fellowship, they're all our core values. We just wanted to touch just a little bit on service, which is the number one reason why people join Rotary, is they're looking to provide service back to the community and around the world. And be very, very honest, the reason why people stay in Rotary is the fellowship. And we'll talk about Paul Harris and the initial gang that first started Rotary over 100 years ago. But fellowship is what really keeps members engaged and feeling a part of the club, and reduce that attrition rate if you have a good fellowship program in your club. Nathan? Yeah, as I mentioned, Rotary was started in 1905 by Paul Harris. You know, the arrow points out Mr. Harris there, and the three other gentlemen that joined him in the starting of Rotary back in 1905. So Rotary's been around a long time, and hopefully will continue for another 125 years or 120 years. So. Rotary is an international service organization. Most people join Rotary, as I mentioned earlier, to serve in their community. And once they start serving in the community, they want to reach out and do things internationally in doing good in the world, whether it's polio eradication and doing the drops, which I know Roz has been on several of those missions. and Roz can tell you anything and everything you want to know about Polio Plus. She is the district's subject matter expert in Polio Plus. But we do a lot of other international programs in the district. We do quite a few events in Vietnam in District 5000. We do missions down in Fiji. We've done missions down in Nepal, and just really all over the world. You know, we've been involved, whether we're boots on the ground and hands-on, or whether or not we're contributing to a mission that maybe is someplace else in the world that has need. And water projects seem to be the number one project that's going on around the world. Rotary in three parts: Rotary clubs, obviously the heart and soul of Rotary. Obviously, we can't have a successful Rotary clubs if we don't have members, and we don't continue to bring in new members, because we have attrition every year in every club. No club doesn't have attrition, because you may have a great fellowship program and a great community service program, and everybody's engaged and wants to be a part of that club, but you're still going to have people that leave because of employment, illness, deaths. So attrition is very, very important to keep in mind in order to have strong clubs. Now, Rotary International provides us the guidance. They're worldwide. So they provide us the big picture guidance. And the Rotary Foundation is the fuel for the engine of Rotary. The foundation provides the funds for all those projects, both locally and internationally. So a very, very important piece of the Rotary picture is the Rotary Foundation. Just some stats, I'll share with you. Yeah, many of you may have seen these stats before, but there's 1.2 million Rotarians around the world, 46,000 Rotary clubs, 10,000 Rotaract clubs, 183,000 Rotaractors. Rotaractors are, if you're not familiar with Rotaract clubs, they're generally a very young population. A lot of them are university based. Their dues to become and continue in Rotaract are pretty minimal, but they do a tremendous amount of hands-on work, and they join right in with the Rotary clubs in providing that service in our communities. Interact clubs are high school, mostly high school students, 342,000 of them around the world. They are our future in Rotary. 520 districts in around the world, zones, and we're in 200 countries around the world. So Rotary is basically everywhere. And the next map, kind of depicts where they're at. Unfortunately, on this map, I noticed, and y'all probably noticed too, there's not a little dot over there for Hawaii. But I don't know if that was because these slides came down from RI. Don't know if they couldn't find the islands out there in the middle of the Pacific, but there is, and they don't show clubs up in Alaska too. And I know there's clubs in Alaska also. So this map will show, from a world perspective where Rotary's at, but it's not all inclusive map of where Rotary is at, representing the 46,000 clubs. Obviously, there's no map big enough to put 46,000 clubs on it. But our RI president this year is Francisco Arrizzo from Rotary Club Ragusa in Italy. Initially, our president was Sangum Yun from Korea, but unfortunately, he had health problems, stuff, and couldn't continue as our RI president. So Francisco got the call to step in for Sengu. But he's a very energetic and just absolutely delighted to be our RI president. Has a very, very good message. You can go on the RI website and hear him talk in many instances. But he's very upbeat, very positive kind of guy. He emphasizes the importance of membership and growing Rotary because we're in a position in North America where membership has been declining over the years, as it has in District 5000. But I'll talk about that in a little bit later. You know, our motto for this year, Unite for Good. Each year, the RI president kind of comes up with their theme for the year. And for this year, it's Unite for Good. And again, you know, Rotary's greatest asset is not our history, our projects, or our unmatched global reach. It's our members that make up Rotary. And our most important aspect is our members. It's the reason why membership is the most important element. Whenever I was district governor, and just very, very important that our clubs, in order for them to become healthy and stay healthy, is we have to continue to grow Rotary. Even if a club is not interested in necessarily in growing their club to big numbers, maintaining a club with just minimal growth is very, very important. And this picture here is the presidents for this year, and a lot of the leadership. You have assistant governors in the picture there. You have past district governors, myself and Mark and Naomi, Ted, and I believe this was taken at PETS. It looks like a PETS picture. PETS is the President-elect's training seminar, which they just changed the name to confuse everybody to PELS. President-elect Learning Seminar. But that's our leaders in District 5000. It's not all inclusive because not everybody can make it in person to PELS. So, first Rotary Club in Hawaii was chartered in 1915 with 29 members. That club is still around today. That's the Rotary Club of Honolulu. You know, with that club, you know, having been around for 110 years, very, very strong club that has led the district in many ways in the past. You know, they got some challenges in keeping their membership up, but they're a large club. They're a club of 90, well, right around 100, 95 to 100 is the Rotary Club of Honolulu. The largest club in the district is in Hilo, and they're around 130 members in Rotary Club of Hilo. Some District 5000 stats: 1,350 Rotarians. That's a good number of Rotarians that we have. But I'll tell you that number has decreased over the years. And just going back 10 years, we have declined in membership every year for the last 10 years, except for one. 1 year we had a plus up in members. So, and by the way, I'm the district membership chair. So if you feel like I'm kind of, you know, heavy on the membership pitch, it's because I'm the membership chair, past district governor, and membership chair this year. So every place I go, I talk about membership and the importance of growing members in every club. And again, Nathan and Tina, they could give a whole dissertation on how they have grown their clubs and why their clubs are so very, very strong. We got 49 clubs in the state. One Rotary, well, actually, we have a second Rotary club that's starting up over here in Hilo. So we have 2 Rotary clubs, 36 Interact clubs. Again, Interact are young people 12 to 18 years old, normally in high school. Well, they all are in high school, and 2 community corps here in Hawaii. This is our present leadership. And as I mentioned, actually, I need to hand off at slide number 14 to Nathan.
Okay, well, thank you, Past District Governor Randy. I'm Nathan Graves. I am the District Community Service Chair, and I'm with the Rotary Club of Waikiki. And the first slide here does show our district leadership. And you already saw a couple of the folks, our District Governor Nancy Cabral and our District Governor-elect Benson Medina. We also have our District Governor nominee, Rich Proctor. All amazing people. And one of the great things about this district is they really work together. They've worked together to combine a 3-year vision for the district. And if you have any way that you want to learn more about the district and Rotary, they're all wonderful people to talk to and very accessible. What do Rotarians do? Well, Rotarians are people of action. Here it says we're neighbors, friends, and problem solvers that share ideas, join leaders, and take action to create lasting change. We solve a lot of big problems. Randy talked about what we do in terms of the Rotary Foundation, and no challenge is too big. One of the major things Rotary has done is really lead the charge to rid the world of polio, including immunizing 2.5 billion children against polio. A lot of people my age, you might ask, what is polio? And I always say the reason you can ask that is because of Rotary, because they've gone out all around the world and immunized children and have polio down to about 2 countries left in the entire world. The Rotary Foundation does a lot of amazing work all over the world. We are a 4-star with Charity Navigator, which is their highest ranking for making sure that the money you give to the foundation goes to what it's intended to do. Over 91% of funds are spent on program awards and operations, not administration. And the reason Rotary is able to do that is because we have folks in every community in the world. So any international grant is partnered with a local Rotary club in that area that knows what that community needs. And I think that's really the thing that separates the Rotary Foundation from a lot of other big charities with a lot of money is we have the folks on the ground in those communities who say, here's what this community needs, whether it's clean water, whether it's in the environment. We're going to talk about some of the different emphasis of Rotary International. In terms of district grants in 23-24, those are the projects locally that our district does. We had over 485 grants and $30 million spent on the community. Those are the grants that each of your clubs goes out and does awesome community service with. In terms of global grants, Rotary International had 1,285 global grants and $82 million in that 23-24 year. Disaster response grants, 105 grants and $4 million. I know when the Maui wildfires hit, Rotary International was able to help with a disaster response grant in addition to everything we did at the district level. Programs of scale grants over 2 million. Those are programs that are large, that are going to be a multi-year effort that Rotary International helps out with. Like I mentioned, 7 areas of focus for Rotary International. Promoting peace. Rotary has peace centers, about 3 or 4, I believe, around the world. And really, Rotary is the peace builder. some of the things are directly like the peace centers, but other things Rotary International is known for are youth exchanges and sending high school age kids from all over the world to other countries to learn about other cultures. Really helps promote peace before a war ever starts. Fighting disease, as I mentioned, the efforts against polio. They've also had grants targeting malaria and other disease around the world. Providing clean water and sanitation. Rotary's really stepped up this effort in terms of clean water and sanitation throughout the world. We even have a group, the WASH group, that really focuses on those projects. Saving mothers and children is another one of the focuses. Supporting education and growing local economies. So those are 6 of them. And then, as I mentioned, the newest, the 7th area of focus is the environment. And more than 18 million in foundation global grant funding has been allocated to environment-related projects over the last 5 years. And I'm proud to say at the district, we've done a lot of environment projects, including a massive amount of tree planting. If you've ever come out and done the Genki balls, trying to clean up the Alawai, all of the work we've done in Lahaina. So I think we're leading the charge as a district in terms of this 7th area of focus. Global grants by area of focus. If you see disease prevention and treatment is still the largest bucket there. But as you can see, total funding in the year by millions, peace building, water and hygiene, maternal and child health, all of these efforts are getting our Rotary, the money you give to the Rotary Foundation goes to these works all around the world. Avenues of service. So this is a great one for the folks who are new to Rotary. We have 5 avenues of service that you can get involved in. Club service, making sure our clubs are strong and operationally running smooth whenever we meet for lunch or kahana or whatever, breakfast, whatever your club meets. Vocational service in terms of promoting your own vocation and also learning about others' vocations. Rotary really started as a vocational service organization where folks would rotate between their workplaces and meet. And clubs used to have rules where they wanted to get, you could only have so many folks of each vocation in, so you wanted a broad swath of vocations throughout the community. Those rules have gone away, but I think it's still important to learn about others' vocations. When a new member comes in, ask them about what they do and work on promoting that as a club. Community service. I'm sure your club has a lot of community service activities that you can get involved in. And if one of these areas of service really stands out to you as a potential new member, I'd recommend going to your community service chair, your vocational service chair, your sergeant of arms, or your club service chair, and asking to get involved. And I'm sure they'll get you involved right away because it's a great way to start learning, that area of Rotary that you're most passionate about. Youth service. We're going to talk a little bit more youth service in the coming slides, and international service. So those are the 5 areas of service. And the Hawaii Rotary Youth Foundation was founded by Solly Sullivan during his year as district governor in 1976-77. Solly was one of the founders of Foodland and had a desire to really expand Rotary's impact as a district in terms of youth service and provide high school graduates with college scholarships. And because of the funding that's in the Rotary Youth Foundation, it's very cool. Each participating club gets to give away a $5,000 scholarship. And especially for smaller clubs, often, there's a per capita donation that your club gives, and then you can get the opportunity to give away a $5,000 scholarship. A lot of clubs that participation is only like about $1,000 from your club in order to be able to give away that $5,000 scholarship. I also recommend, if you have kids or grandkids that are, you know, towards the end of their high school, have them apply for this scholarship at one of the clubs, because it's a really opportune way for you know, the kids, you know, to be able to potentially get a scholarship. What's in it for you? Designing your Rotary experience. So we're going to talk about, you know, some ways that you can design your Rotary experience as a newer member. This is a little repetitive, but, you know, think about the different doors that you can get involved in. I think it's great to do because, you know, a lot of us start as kind of club members. That's how I started Rotary. I didn't know anything outside of my club. And then PDG, past district governor Randy, and some of those folks brought me in to learn more about what was going on in the district. And then, you know, I've been to a few international conferences and have had the ability to meet friends all over the world in terms of the international way. So there's multiple ways to get involved locally at the district, connections internationally. And Tina, you're going to have to tell me when I'm past my slide limit because I don't see the numbers here. So I'll just
keep going. Keep going
Okay,
through this
thanks.
slide.
The benefits of Rotary membership, opportunities to serve your community. And I think, you know, two things often bring in Rotarians. You know, one is the service aspect. They want to get out and do good work. And the other is, you know, networking. They want to meet people either in their vocation or in other vocations. But I think what really keeps you is the long-lasting friendships and the fellowship. The International Convention is really unique and memorable. The two I've been to are Melbourne and Singapore. Some of the folks on this call have been a lot more of them, but I have a blast at those. And the only reason I didn't go this year is the new baby. So it might be a few years off for me, and then I'll be back to those international conventions. Professional development, we talked about. Courses are available through My Rotary. There's a plethora of courses that you can take, learning everything from community service, membership, everything that Rotary has to teach you, also professional skills. They have a partnership with Toastmasters to where you can get a partial Toastmasters course for free. So check out My Rotary and all of their courses that are available to you. In terms of things we're doing in the District 5000 yellow pages, Rotary doing business with Rotarians. So ways to promote your business or your vocation within the district. We also have a speakers bureau that if you're involved in scheduling speakers for your club, you can see the past speakers that have gone to different clubs in the district and presented. Discounts with the Hawaiian Airlines Preferred Affiliate Program, Rotary Fellowships, Rotary Action Groups, and Friendship Exchange. You know, one of the examples there is I am in the WASH, the Water Sanitation Action Group. And in terms of Friendship Exchange during the pandemic, met some Rotarians from Brazil and from Peru. And we all did kind of a language exchange, teaching us English, teaching us Spanish, and teaching us Portuguese, which was a really cool opportunity. We'd meet about once a week. Now that everyone's back and about, that one's died down a little, but just to give you some ideas on things that are totally in left field that you might experience through Rotary. Building lifelong friendships. I think this is a real important way. There's so many ways to get involved and build friendships through Rotary. Rotary Fellowship, where you have a passion. There's Rotary Fellowships of all sorts of things. We have a gin fellowship that one of our past district governor is passionate about. We have yachting fellowships. We have surfing fellowships, wine, beer, about anything you can think of in terms of hobbies that you can get involved in terms of your fellowship activity. Local event, district conference is really awesome. I think, so often you see your friends at your meetings, but the district conference is a great way to meet folks throughout the district and have a good time for a weekend. You can host or travel as part of a friendship exchange.
Okay, I'll take over.
Okay, go ahead, Tina. Thank you.
Thanks, Nathan. And when I go like that, you can move the slide.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Tina Doty. I'm a member of the Rotary Club of Pearl Harbor. I was the last year's president of the club. And this year, I'm the assistant governor for Central Oahu clubs. And I just got back from Peru 2 weeks ago. And that was actually just a vacation, but I did see a lot of Rotary signs. So Peru has got a lot of wonderful Rotary clubs doing good things. Just talking about opening a door. I just joined Rotary in 2022, and I was the secretary, the president, and now I'm assistant governor. So you can do what you want to do in Rotary. You can design it yourself, become involved. I would recommend getting involved because that's how you learn and make friends and have opportunities open for you. So what are the benefits of volunteering? So from the Mayo Clinic, volunteering improves your physical and mental health. You find a purpose with other people and you expand your network. Learning new skills. So we know our members are always learning, whether it's through conversation, during experience, or within a formal course. I encourage those of you new members who have not gone on to the Rotary.org Learning Center to please check it out because you can learn a lot. There's a lot. It's like a library of courses. Of course, Toastmasters courses are designed specifically for Rotary. There's mentoring. I mentor several members in my club. Leading change. You can submit your ideas. You can change the course of what your club's doing by just simply saying, hey, I think we should do this. Professional development opportunities. There's lots of opportunities there for you. Courses for everyone. Like I said, Rotary.org. I have spent hours learning on this. And it's really, you can pace yourself, how many hours or courses you want to do, anywhere from what Rotary's about, if you want to dive more into that. If you're thinking about being a leader in your club, there's courses on that. Of course, membership and the foundation and a lot of other things that are probably not even on here. But I encourage you to check it out because it's a wonderful opportunity to learn. What are Rotary fellowships? As Nathan was saying, there's fellowships in every category you can possibly imagine. I was at Rotary International in Calgary this past year, and there's fellowships in yachting, beer. I'm a part of the Rotary Fellowship of Gin. I think me and Ted Fagel are the only two in Hawaii that are members of that fellowship. But it's wonderful to meet other people. Recreational activities, there's hobby, fellowships, sports, vocations, and history and culture fellowships. Here's some examples of the fellowships. And if you can see in the middle of the page, there's the little pin for the Rotary Fellowship of Gin. Although I think the best one is the Rotary Fellowship of Wine has the best pin. But as you can see, there's lots of different organizations. And the Beer Fellowship is the funniest because they've got that logo on the far right. But anyway, you can make Rotary a fun experience. You can tailor it to your needs and interests and make it a really fun thing. Why join a fellowship? Well, they consist of members who share a common interest in recreational activities, sports, hobbies, or professions. They help expand skills, foster vocational development, and enhance the Rotary experience by exploring interests while developing connections. So at this international conference in Calgary, there's people from all over the world. If you go to the booth of where you have the interest, you can meet people from all over the world who share your common interests, which is really fun. You help participants make lasting friendships outside their own club, district, or country. You advance Rotary's public image and identity, and you serve as an incentive for joining Rotary and for maintaining active membership. Oh, I'm not going to go through the whole list of this, but you can read through it and you can see like there's, for example, if you have a beard, I don't have a beard, but if you had a beard, you could join the Rotary Fellowship of Beard and Mustache. There's chess, there's anything you could possibly imagine on this list. And I should say that if there's not something on the list that interests you, you can create your own Rotary Fellowship. So don't let the list hold you back. Okay, and here's Rotary action groups. As Nathan had mentioned, there's specific action groups. I was involved with the mental health action group last year. Like he said, there's the one for WASH and a lot of others. And if you'd like to learn more, check that out. Rotary Action Group is an autonomous group of Rotarians, family members, program participants, and alumni who are experts in a particular field, such as microcredit or water and sanitation. And I should just mention that I was part of the mental health group. You don't have to be a mental health professional to join that. You could just have the interest in wanting to learn more and connect with people with that interest. Group members share their expertise by collaborating with clubs and districts on service projects. So think about it. Join a Rotary Action Group to share your expertise and make a difference in projects beyond your club and your district. So here's some statistics about the RAGs. 27 are currently recognized for Rotary. 34,000 plus RAG members reported worldwide. 2,400 service projects, and in over 150 countries are represented by RAG members. Okay, and so here's some of the areas of focus. So as was previously mentioned in our presentation, all the different areas of focus categories, there's different groups, organizations, or RAG interest groups that go with each category that you could join. The Rotary International Convention takes place each May or June and welcomes all members and their families. And it's generally held in a different world city each year and attended by 15,000 to 40,000 people. It's an opportunity to celebrate Rotary, to network and connect with other Rotarians around the world. And the Calgary one that I was at had over 15,000 Rotarians at that event. And I have to say the hospitality of the Canadian people was over the top. They really did a great job. The weather was a little cold, but that's okay. We got beyond the weather. And if you look down at the schedule, 2027 was supposed to be in Hawaii, but because of the convention center needing repairs, we had to kick it back. And now it's going to be in Dubai for 2027. Okay. Websites for more information at your leisure. You can check out the RotaryD5000.org or Rotary International, Rotary.org. And I encourage you, for those who have not set up your accounts yet on these websites, so please do so, because it's going to open up your knowledge of Rotary and make it more meaningful. And of course, service above self. That's why we do this. So I think that's it for me. Questions?
You know, great job, Tina and Nathan. I really appreciate you guys for stepping up at the last minute to go through the slides and stuff. You know, and we'll open it up to any questions that anybody might have about Rotary that we didn't cover. Can't cover everything in an hour about Rotary. So anybody have any questions? Comments? Oh, go ahead, Blake.
Awesome. Well, it's great to meet all of you. Really appreciate the time to talk us through Rotary. It seems like really an incredible community around the world. So very excited that I recently joined Rotary Kaka'ako. And I'm just interested to learn a little bit. I know there's a lot of different clubs in Hawaii. Are there opportunities for folks across like Hawaii to connect at different events or like on Facebook groups or different ways where it brings like the clubs together and the folks can meet each other?
Well, we do that once a year for sure at the district conference in the district conference this year is going to be on Oahu. And that'll be District Governor Nancy's district conference. That's where all the clubs come together and we celebrate the successes of the clubs and just a whole lot of fellowship at the district conference. There are other events that clubs do that they try and get other clubs to participate with them, whether it be a brew fest or a community service project, a Ginky ball toss, involves several different clubs coming together in order to make a bigger difference, especially the environmental projects that we do. Will bring together, a lot of clubs. In Maui, we had practically every club in the state was involved, whether it was in contributions, and then there were projects and stuff that were going on in Maui, where all the clubs in Maui would get together, and they had one event where all the clubs in Hawaii came in to participate in tree planting and stuff.
Thank you.
And also, like, you can go to any club meeting you want, so as a visitor. So if there's another area that works in your work schedule when they meet, just you go to the meeting and you can meet the folks in that club on an individual basis too.
If I can
And you
add
can
some-
kind of see on their website kind of where their focus is at, whether the club is focused on eco or peace or whatever it might be. You can pick that up from their website. And it used to be that, and of course it's not anymore, but attendance was mandatory. So if you missed a meeting, you had to make up at another club. Which was the good part about it being mandatory attendance, but we don't have that anymore. So Rotarians aren't forced to make up at another club. Juju, you had a question?
More like I want to share my experience so far. So I joined Rotary Club 3 months ago, and it's been amazing because I've been going to different club and talking about my projects and so I went to Windward, Pawana, I forgot Rotary Honolulu Sunrise. So it's like giving speech and sharing the mental health projects that I've been doing. And then so basically, yeah, you can go to any club around the world, but is it awkward to just show up, or do you just have to like connect with somebody? Because the past meetings that I've been attending, I got invited as a speaker. So yeah, kind of a question like, do we need to know somebody to show up, or how do you just show up?
The best thing to do, always check the website, because it's challenging sometimes to know. You think that a club meets every Friday. Well, they don't meet every Friday. They meet every other Friday, and then they have the community service projects and stuff. But yeah, Juju, you're highly encouraged just to show up. And I don't know of any club that wouldn't welcome guests to come in and share their club experience. Tina?
So I just would recommend that although every club is welcoming and wants guests to come, I would just, as a courtesy, contact the president of the club and to say, hey, I'd like to attend your meeting on whatever day, and just check with them just to make sure that they are meeting that day and they haven't changed the location and that. I would just recommend that.
Yeah, I also have the app, Rotary Locator, and it can show like the whole world where the meetings are. So I'm going to Thailand in November, and Muri from Windward, he connect me with some Rotarian in Chiang Mai city in Thailand. So if you guys know anybody that we can connect with when we travel, that would be great too.
And along those same lines, Juju, there's Rotary International has promoted very, very heavily satellite clubs and passport clubs. And a passport club is a club that doesn't have a brick and mortar location where they meet at. They just meet at different Rotary clubs around the district, around the world. So they're kind of gypsy-like. They just go from club to club to club, and then you know, they'll have their own little meeting maybe at an evening place just to talk story and stuff, and find out where everybody's going the next day and stuff. But very Rotary is very much promoting passport clubs. Past District Governor Roz, do you have any words of wisdom for us?
Well, number one, I was very impressed with your Tina and with Nathan. You guys did an amazing job. Of course, PDG Randy is going to always be amazing. He has been for all of these years, but you guys did an amazing job. And as far as the new members on the call, any Rotary Club, just go. That's one of the beauties of being a Rotarian, is that you can show up at any Rotary Club throughout the world, and you're welcome as if it was your club. Blake, what club are you in?
Kaka'ako.
Kaka'ako. Okay. So anywhere. And as far as getting together, getting with other clubs, the area governors also have pauhanas that they put together for the different clubs in their area. And you're encouraged to attend those. And that opens the door to attend pauhanas for the different Rotary clubs as well. So there are many opportunities just to show up, but make sure you have, as Randy said, the right meeting date and time to do that. So great job, guys. Guys looking
Thanks,
good.
Roz. And you have 1.2 million friends around the world, Juju. So feel free to show up any place.
1.4. We got 1.4 now. So we're moving along really, really well. And I said, just to change for 1 second, I sent everybody an email this morning. Please take a look at it. It's talking about none other than Polio Plus, in polio. Take a look at it and get with your club. Another way to get together with the clubs is to look at the projects that they're going to have in order to promote the awareness of polio in the world. So the projects are coming in. It all looks great. Thanks, guys.
Blake, you had another question?
Yes. One of the things that you mentioned was Rotary International. I was wondering what sort of opportunities there are to get engaged or involved with Rotary International.
Well, the one Rotary International representative that we have in Hawaii is the district governor. That is an RI position, and normally the way things will work is a past president becomes a district governor. Then there are zones. You know, there are 34 zones around the world. Then you start participating at the zone level, and Roz can probably talk about this much better than I can. And then those folks at the zone level can step up to compete for positions at the RI level.
And actually, Randy, that's quite true. I've just been appointed as the in polio now coordinator for our zone 26. So I have, instead of one district, now I have how many? So it's going to get pretty busy. I started July 1st, but Blake, another way is to attend the zone functions or to go to zone meetings, because they are open to our Rotarians, not just the past officers of the district, but to our Rotarians. And go to the international convention, because you could possibly be sitting next to a past international president and don't know it, or Rotary director and don't know it, and just engage in conversation. And when they come to Hawaii or they go to other places, you have the opportunity to interact one-on-one with them. And we usually always have a director or vice president of Rotary come to our conventions, or our district conferences, I should say. So there are opportunities, but get involved with your club, do things, get involved with the district, do things, and just stay with it.
You know, and a good example is Nathan. Nathan's not been in Rotary all that long, and Tina. also, just a few years, and both of them already serving at president, and now both of them are both serving at the district level. So it's, you know, it's all about how involved you want to be, and, you know, your desire to work and do Rotary at the next level. So for Tina and Nathan, you know, both of them would make for excellent district governors. So just have to encourage them to.
Well, you know, some of it's official and unofficial too. I mean, my language group, I had never met this person from Peru in person, only on Zoom, but my cousin went down to Peru and I said, hey, you should connect with my Rotary friend. And apparently her family's very wealthy and gave, you know, him the best tour of Peru ever. And he's going, how'd you have that connection? It was just a random Rotary. So it wasn't international on the, you know, leadership level, but there's also the just personal connections you make that are awesome.
And those Rotary action groups that Tina and Nathan talked about is a great way to be involved internationally in a cause. And you can participate in their events, whether, you know, they're doing a water project in Africa or someplace here in the Pacific, whatever. You can jump in with that action group and, you know, just away you go. Hi, Juju.
Hi, so that's kind of my question too about Rotary International projects. So I'm talking to, you know, people from my club like Beth Hogan, James, and Arjen, because I'm going to Thailand in November and then in March, and I want to run a Rotary project there. So are you guys do you usually send out a grant deadline to the whole district, or how do we find out when to apply? Like right now, I'm reaching out to people from my club to get this information, but like, how do we distribute information usually?
You know, the best way to do that, and you just mentioned some excellent folks to contact with, you know, the district international chair can provide, and he pushes it out onto the District 5000 website on international projects that clubs are doing. So best place to start is with the District 5000 website to see what other projects are going on out there, and where, because the international projects will vary. Some are just club projects where they're running those with their foundation, but they invite everybody to participate with them, whether or not they're going to Vietnam to do a water project, or whether it's a district sponsored project where you have a district representative and a bunch of clubs and individuals are going together. You know, Nepal is a good example of that, and Arjen has always ran the James Ham, you know, for the international projects and stuff like that.
And if I can add something too, Juju, on Saturday, on the 11th, we have a grant qualification workshop, and you should attend that. All of you should attend that. And also after that is a project fair. And they're gonna go through international and local service projects, international projects that we have. And then Juju, you can possibly get an idea and see if there's something that you're particularly looking to jump into. But this is Saturday, starts at 9 to 10 and then 10 to 11.
Is that on Zoom? Is it this October 11?
Pardon?
Is it this coming Saturday, like October 11?
The 11th.
Oh, okay.
Which is Saturday.
Yeah.
This coming.
Is it on Zoom, Ross?
Yes, it is on Zoom.
Can you
just like what you have now, and the link is out. It's in the on the district site, and James is gonna send it out because he's our international service chair for the district. So it's out now. And do you have it, Randy?
Well, I was just going to add, Juju, that most of these training events that we do, and I'm assuming James's event also will be recorded. So you can go to if you happen to not be able to be available on the 11th, you're traveling or a work commitment or whatever, you can pick up the recording. It normally takes a few days for it to get posted, but it'll get posted on the website. So you can click on that and listen to it at your convenience.
Thank you.
Excellent questions. I really appreciate everybody showing up. And again, big mahalo to Tina and Nathan. Sure appreciate you guys. It's a 10:01, so we made the 1 hour right on the nose almost. So great job. You guys must have rehearsed or something.
I went over
Saturday, everybody.
I went over my slides, but not over Tina's, so I jumped the gun on some of her talking points. But first run through, I think it was good.
Excellent.
Yeah, we did pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
And Loretta, it's always good seeing you.
Thank you. It's nice to see all of you too.
Yes, thank you for being here.
Yeah, it was great to see and meet all of you.
Hi, Keith.
Hi there.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Randy, would it be possible for you and I to speak about water?
I'm sorry.
I just kind of on a side note, I was hoping I could speak to Randy regarding his water projects, because that's what my vocation is water.
Okay, then I'll check out. This is for you and Randy, right?
I mean, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to be, arranging this type of a question, but Randy is, there's a lot of work with water, and my company is water based. So I just wanted to see how I could, get a couple minutes of his time.
Again, probably the best place to go, Keith, is to the District 5000 website. If we're in the WASH program that Nathan talked about there briefly, it is the larger RI picture on water and the projects that's going on. That international project that meeting that they're having next Saturday, you can tune into that also to find out what international projects are there that James has planned and where those are going to be at, and whether or not you got an interest in stuff on that.
Okay.
And Keith, I added the WASH Action Group website to the chat. I'm just kind of a lay member because I'm not an expert on water, but I pay my dues and you get the updates. But there's a lot of things you can get involved with that I'm not maximizing that group to its potential. But if you check it out as someone who works in water, I'm sure you'll find a lot of interesting things.
All right. Thank you for that. I appreciate it, Nathan.
Thanks, guys. Have a great Saturday.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Everybody enjoy your weekend. Stay safe.
Thanks, Keith.